You didn't buy a 6.6 gas HD because you wanted the latest science project. You bought it because of three words: iron block, no nonsense, no AFM lifters, no stop-start, no aluminum block drama, just the L8T, a 6.6-liter cast iron V8 with forged rods and crank, built specifically to calm down heavy-duty truck buyers who were done being beta testers. Now, GM just quietly admitted that engine has an expiration date. Buried in investment slides and no comment on future product PR, they've confirmed a new 6th-gen small block V8 family, and multiple leaks say it's coming in two sizes, 5.7 and 6.6 liters. That 6.6 isn't a coincidence. It's the L8T replacement that they didn't want you thinking about while they marketed the current truck as most reliable gas HD. Tonight, I'm going to show you exactly what that means, what made the L8T different in the first place, what the leaked Gen 6 6.6 has to do to replace it, and how the math looks for you if you own an L8T now, or you're trying to decide whether to buy one before the new engine shows up. Because this isn't just an engine swap, it's a shift from overbuilt iron mule to multi-role efficiency-driven V8, and the winners and losers are going to be very different. Why the L8T existed at all? Start with what GM actually built. The L8T is a 6.6-liter Gen V small block designed only for heavy-duty work. Silverado HD, Sierra HD, and full-size vans. Iron block, longer stroke than the 6.2, forged rods, forged crank, 10.8:1 compression, designed to run on 87 octane without cylinder deactivation or stop-start. Read between those lines: iron block takes heat and cylinder pressure without flinching. No AFM/DFM. No collapsing lifters, no weird partial cylinder drama, no stop-start, fewer start cycles, less NVH tuning complexity. Forged rotating assembly, built for abuse, not press-release dyno pulls. It was GM's "We Hear You" engine after years of owners watching 5.3 and 6.2 AFM/DFM lifter issues turn into buybacks and ugly headlines. The trade-off? The L8T is honest, but not magical on fuel. In the real world, a 2,500 gas HD with L8T lives in the mid-teens unloaded if you're nice, and towing can go single-digit MPG, just like every other big gasser. That's fine for one truck. It's a problem when regulators look at your entire fleet. But GM just leaked the Gen 6 replacement. Fast forward to now. GM has committed $854 million to a new 6th-generation small block V8 family. Official line: we can confirm Gen 6 small block is coming. No product details to share. Unofficial leaks. Sources say there will be two core displacements, 5.7 liters and 6.6 liters. Those same reports say the 5.7 is aimed at efficiency in half tons, with around 6% better fuel economy versus the current V8 it replaces. The 6.6 is performance-leaning and will sit in everything from HD trucks to sports cars and crate applications. And buried in the fine print, this new family is expected to replace most of the current Gen 5 V8 lineup over time, including the 6.6-liter L8T. GM isn't coming out and saying we're killing L8T, but the roadmap is obvious. New 6.6-liter Gen 6 small block. Up arrow replaces L8T gas HD, 6.2 truck V8s, and some LT car engines over the back half of the decade. So what's leaked here isn't a grainy dyno sheet. It's the strategy. Shrink the number of different V8s they build. Make them all live under one new Gen 6 umbrella. Use modern tricks to hit MPG plus emissions targets so the V8 survives it all. Great for GM's spreadsheet. What does that actually mean in metal? How the L8T replacement almost has to be different. The current L8T gets away with being simple because it lives in a niche: HD gas trucks and vans. The new 6.6 Gen 6 has to juggle HD trucks, maybe performance cars, maybe SUVs, and aggressive CO2 targets at the same time. So expect changes in four big areas. 1. Block and weight. L8T is cast iron. It's heavy, stable, and unsexy. New Gen 6 6.6 almost certainly moves toward more aluminum use where possible, block or significant components. Structural tricks to keep rigidity while dropping mass. Upside: better front-end weight, maybe more payload/ride quality. Downside: less farm tractor overbuild. more reliance on cooling and calibration. 2. Fuel and combustion. To hit that 5 to 6% fuel improvement the 5.7 is targeting, the family will lean hard on direct injection plus possibly port, dual injection for knock control and valve hygiene, higher compression with more aggressive spark control, stricter thermal management to keep cats hot and BSFC down. You get better cruise efficiency and cleaner tailpipes, but you're also more sensitive to carbon if they go DI only, fuel quality in heat/under load, cooling system health. 3. Cylinder deactivation plus stop-start. This is the big one. L8T sold itself by not having AFM/DFM. The Gen 6 6.6 will almost certainly use some form of cylinder deactivation under light load, integrate stop-start or mild hybrid in certain applications. It's the only realistic way to make a big V8 pass fleet CO2 tests in 2027 plus without massive penalties. The technology can be reliable if executed right, but we already know what happens if GM misses: lifter and valve train updates, service bulletins, and recall headlines. 4. Calibration complexity. L8T, no AFM, no stop-start, straightforward cam control. New 6.6, more phaser authority, more modes, more adaptive logic, more ways to get weird if oil, software, or sensors aren't perfect. For GM, this is simply the cost of keeping V8s alive at all. For you, it's a trade. More miles per gallon and performance flexibility versus more things that care about how you maintain and drive the truck. What this means for real-world owners. So, you're either already in an L8T and wondering if you got the last simple gas HD, or waiting for a new truck and wondering if you should grab an L8T now or hold out for the new 6.6. Let's run both sides. If you own an L8T now, on the plus side, you have the engine GM designed specifically to calm HD buyers. Iron block, no AFM/DFM, forged guts, 87 octane 401 horsepower/464 pound-feet in HD tune. There's a decent chance these trucks become the last of the simple gas HDS in classifieds. That usually helps resale if they get a reputation for aging well. On the minus side, you're not getting that future 5 to 6% efficiency bump the Gen 6 family is targeting. Over 5 years at heavy use, that's real money. If GM shifts development focus to the new engines, long-term software and calibration love will go to Gen 6, not Gen 5. Net, if you maintain it like an HD, oil like religion, cooling stack clean, don't lug it for fake MPG, an L8T could easily be the sweet spot of reliability versus complexity, but it will always burn more fuel than what's coming. If you're shopping and torn, let's set up a simple 5-year scenario. 15,000 miles per year, 60% empty, 40% with some load or tow, fuel at $3.75. L8T today. Say you average 13.5 miles per gallon combined in the real world. That's approximately 1,111 gallons per year, $4,170 per year, $20,850 over 5 years. Future Gen 6 6.6 in HD tune. If it matches the reported approximately 6% efficiency gain the 5.7 is targeting, you're at roughly 14.3 to 14.5 miles per gallon in the same life. That's approximately 1,030 gallons per year, $3,863 per year, $19,315 over 5 years. That's a rough $1,500 to $1,800 fuel difference over 5 years, assuming you don't abuse either one. Now layer in complexity risk. L8T, less tech to save fuel, fewer failure modes, but you pay more at the pump. New 6.6, more tech to save fuel. Potential AFM/DFM/stop-start/DI drama if GM gets anything wrong or owners stretch maintenance. Your choice becomes simple. Do you want to pay more for gas and less for surprises, or pay less for gas and accept more moving pieces between you and the crankshaft? The V8 they didn't want you to see. So why they didn't want you to see in the title? Because from GM's perspective, the clean marketing story right now is L8T equals tough, reliable gas HD. Duramax equals torque monster. EVS equals future talking point. They don't really want you wondering about how long the L8T will be in production. What the new 6.6 means for parts commonality and service. Whether your simple gas HD is about to become a one-generation unicorn. But the investment filings and supplier chatter have already exposed the truth. The L8T is a bridge, not an end state. GM is moving to a single Gen 6 small block family with 5.7 liters for half-tons and SUVs, 6.6 liters for HD trucks and performance cars. Shared architecture, shared emission strategy, shared calibration philosophy. On paper, that's smart. In your driveway, it means the next gas HD is going to feel more like a half-ton V8 strategy scaled up, and less like an isolated iron workhorse. How to play this if you're a truck guy. If you're L8T curious right now, here's the blunt strategy. If you value simplicity and long-term, low-drama ownership more than a tiny MPG gain, the L8T era is probably the time to buy. Keep documentation, maintain it like it's an airplane. In 8 to 10 years, a clean gas HD with the old-school 6.6 could be the one people hunt for. If you value every drop of fuel savings and you're okay being inside the first few years of a new engine family, maybe you trade every 3 to 5 years anyway. Waiting for the Gen 6 6.6 makes sense. You'll get better MPG, likely more power, and eventually a tuning ecosystem at the cost of more tech between failures. If you already own an L8T, your job is simple. Treat it like the thing GM built it to be, a low-stress, long-term work engine. Keep 5K oil intervals, especially if you tow or idle a lot. Keep the cooling stack clean so it doesn't live in enrichment. Don't lug at 1,500 RPM upgrades for economy. Let it spin where the torque is happy. Keep clamps tight and fluids fresh, and you'll likely dodge the worst Gen 5 drama that hit the smaller, more complex V8s. The bottom line. The leak here isn't a fuzzy photo. It's the roadmap. GM is not walking away from V8s. They're doubling down with a new Gen 6 family. That family will come in 5.7 and 6.6, and it's expected to replace the current Gen 5 lineup, including the L8T heavy-duty 6.6. The new 6.6 will almost certainly be smarter, more efficient, and more complex than the iron L8T you know now. If you love the idea of a gas HD that felt like a throwback with a warranty, the L8T is your window. If you want to ride the next wave of small block evolution, more MPG, more power, more modes, you're going to meet the Gen 6 6.6 whether you like it or not. The only thing that's really hidden is the timeline. The engines are coming. The investment is made. The leaks have already told you what they'll replace. Now you know what GM knows. The L8T was never the destination. It was the calm before the next V8 war.